Imagine this. One freezing night, a single strip of animal fat could be the difference between survival and death. Now, think about that same concentrated energy in our modern world. Why do we often fear it? The truth is, there was no single, magical Ice Age diet that guaranteed survival for our ancestors. Their food sources varied wildly depending on geography, climate, and the specific season. A bountiful river valley offered fish, aquatic plants, and migrating game during certain times of the year. Forest edges and open grasslands provided roots, berries, and smaller game, if you knew where to look. Along coastlines, shellfish, marine mammals, and various sea plants offered a completely different menu. Life meant constant movement, searching for food and shelter, often with only what you could carry. Even a successful hunt for large game was never guaranteed, demanding skill, cooperation, and tools. A distant herd often meant days of tracking and observation before any attempt could even be considered. Every successful hunt was the culmination of immense physical effort, patience, and collective knowledge. Returning to camp, often exhausted, meant sharing the bounty and carefully planning for future scarcity. Food preservation was vital. Drying, smoking, or freezing meant a chance to survive another difficult week. Yet, even with preparation, abundance was fleeting. Empty storage meant the next hunt was already overdue. This constant uncertainty, this cycle of feast and famine, fundamentally shaped our ancient human appetite. That same ancient appetite, honed by scarcity, now finds itself in a world it could never have imagined. From a screen in your hand, an endless array of calorie-dense food is just a tap away, instantly. Supermarket aisles are now overflowing with options, a visual feast that would astound any ancestor. Vending machines and convenience stores offer instant gratification, available day or night, rain or shine. From every screen and billboard, enticing advertisements constantly cue our ancient brain for energy. Stressful work routines and demanding schedules can lead to quick, convenient choices, bypassing hunger cues. Sleep deprivation, a common modern challenge, can further disrupt our natural hunger and satiety signals. Unlike our ancestors, we exist in a state of constant food availability, 24 hours a day. Our biology evolved over millennia, yet our environment transformed almost overnight. It's a mismatch. This rapid shift means our ancient biological wiring struggles to cope with modern environmental cues. Scientifically, the physical form of our food profoundly impacts how quickly and how much we eat. Ultra-processed foods are engineered to be easily chewable and swallowed quickly, reducing oral processing time. When distracted by screens or tasks, we can consume more without even consciously realizing our intake. Despite all this, the fundamental principle of energy balance still holds true for human biology. But energy intake isn't just a choice, it's influenced by genetics, environment, and social conditions. Energy expenditure is similarly complex, shaped by activity, metabolism, sleep, and even stress levels. You see, weight and body composition are never just about willpower or personal discipline alone. Poor sleep quality or insufficient rest can significantly impact hormones that regulate hunger and satiety. Chronic stress can alter metabolism, increase cravings, and promote the storage of body fat. Certain medications can also influence appetite, metabolism, and how our bodies store energy. Our genetics provide a blueprint, making us more or less susceptible, but it's not our entire destiny. Food access isn't equal for everyone. Some face deserts of healthy options, surrounded by processed choices. Consistent routines, or the lack thereof, can dramatically influence our eating patterns and choices. Our social environment and cultural conditions also play a powerful, often subconscious, role in our food choices. And yes, personal behavior, within this complex web of influences, remains one piece of the puzzle. Our prehistoric ancestors lived a life of constant, demanding physical activity, not leisure. This high level of activity was essential, but it did not grant them limitless daily energy expenditure. Their metabolism adapted to changing conditions, becoming highly efficient at managing scarce energy. Every meal acquired in the Ice Age came with inherent friction, time, knowledge, and physical effort. Preparation often involved extensive processing, like pounding dried meat or cracking nuts, before eating. Distances were vast. Crossing frozen rivers or climbing treacherous terrain was part of the daily search. Cooperation was key. Group efforts to corner game or forage large areas saved individual energy and time. Now, place that same ancient appetite, craving efficiency, into a world where friction is almost gone. The entire process, from desire to consumption, often requires minimal effort, time, or physical movement. Delivered meals arrive at our door, cooked and ready, eliminating nearly all ancient challenges of acquisition. Everywhere we turn, concentrated, palatable energy is readily available, far beyond anything our ancestors knew. Would your ancient appetite, programmed for scarcity, truly know the difference when easy energy abounds. An Ice Age person encountering such effortless calories would have instinctively consumed them without hesitation. The removal of friction in our food system fundamentally alters how our ancient bodies react to abundance. Our biology still values easy energy, a survival strategy now at odds with our frictionless modern world. A perfectly grilled steak on a plate beside your couch is not a recreation of the prehistoric experience. Our ancestors labored for every morsel, using simple tools and fire, not kitchen appliances and delivery. Simply removing modern staples like bread from your diet doesn't magically transport you to the Ice Age. Eating abundant meat in a grocery-rich world doesn't replicate the scarcity or diversity of ancient times. Even after a successful hunt, our ancestors faced limited resources and the constant threat of starvation. Ancient diets were local, incredibly flexible, and dictated by the season, not rigid, universal rules. Different groups in different regions ate vastly different foods to survive, depending on their environment. Survival wasn't about dietary purity, it was about ingenious adaptation to whatever nature provided. Fear-based diet messaging, often oversimplifying human biology, rarely tells this nuanced story. Shaming individuals or emphasizing moral failure makes healthy, productive conversations much harder. It's not about blame, it's about understanding the complex interplay between our ancient wiring and modern life. Weight management involves biology, environment, genetics, sleep, stress, and medication, not just food. The goal is not to copy one prehistoric meal, but to understand our ancient appetite's modern context. Instead of fighting our biology, we can gently adapt our environment and our daily habits. Try reducing distracted eating. Put away the screens and truly connect with your meal's experience. Creating more structure around meals can help. Consider consistent eating times and dedicated meal spaces. Prioritize improving your sleep routine. A well-rested body makes naturally better decisions about food. Make nourishing foods easier to reach and less convenient options harder, subtly shaping your choices. Consciously reduce unnecessary food cues in your immediate environment. Out of sight often means out of mind. Add reasonable, enjoyable daily movement. Our bodies are designed to move, not just to sit still. Focusing on changing your environment, rather than willpower alone, often yields more sustainable results. The human body is not broken. It is ancient, adaptive, and incredibly resilient to changing conditions. It is simply surrounded by choices and a food environment it never evolved to expect or handle easily. If this exploration resonated with you, please like the video and share it with those interested in evolution. Subscribe to Glacial for more deep dives. Is modern obesity driven more by personal choices or by the environment?